everybody, and welcome back to
No, hold on! Wait a minute.
What? What are you?
What makes you think you get to do the intro this time? You did it in the last 2 episodes. I'm doing it!
No, but I do it all the time.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm doing the intro.
What? Yo.
You can't stop me.
Yeah,
I'm doing it.
all right.
Watch me.
Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Today, I'm going to Minmus.
Yep, that's it. That's all I gotta do.
All right.
Now, shoo.
No.
Be gone.
I'm going to stay.
And wait, no, I'm gonna be the one to stop talking, aren't
Yes, you are.
I? And you're gonna take over
Yes.
voice. Aw, man. Aw,
Yeah.
Well, at least I did it this time.
Yeah.
Now that guy's gone, I'll tell you guys to like and subscribe, and then we can get on with the rest of this video. Alright, so, yeah, now you can see here, I'm now constructing the actual rocket that we're going to use, I'm going to use to get to Minmus. Actually, no, you guys are part of the design process too. Oh yeah, you're honorary engineers. You can see I'm just basically just throwing on a lot more fuel and actually adding in struts. I unlocked those last episode, I believe. So yeah. And now I'm adding in an extra final stage to land because I need all the Delta V I could get. And I actually, I took 2 of those out. I actually, add on a couple lights, and I think at some point I'm going to add in some monopropellant tanks. Maybe. I don't. Oh yeah, I changed the name to Generic Science Lander to Minmus. Yeah. And yep, there we go. Oh, no, I put. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where to put the solar panels, and then adding in some monopropellant tanks. And I'm sorting out staging, as one has to do. Man, I do not know what's happening. It's been a day since I recorded this. I really should. Oh yeah, I'm changing it out for a bigger fuel tank. Forgot I did that. Kind of. I was making sure that everything is nice and compacted in, and moving those to hopefully, to actually be better. And is this overbuilt? Definitely. You would think so. But actually, I suck, so no. But yeah, here I'm just adding my finishing touches. As in a lot of rigid attachment and auto strut to try to keep this thing stable. Don't worry, it was stable. But yeah. Soon though, I think that's gonna be the end of this build. Yep, just plopping Bob in there. And oh yeah, I added, some extra storage. I struggle a bit to where to place it, but then I inevitably decide to put it over the monopropellant tanks. I throw that in there and then take it out. I'm sure that me taking it out won't have any effect. Oh yeah. I'm sure that I'm sure that I haven't forgotten anything important with the storage. I'm sure of it. I added in 1 extra monopropellant tank, and I believe I'm doing 1 final bit of storing. And I sure hope I haven't forgotten anything. Huh. I think I might have forgotten something that's kind of important. I am checking the other storage mess. But yeah, I think I forgot something important. But with that, now you can see here a beautiful night in raining. And look at that lightning. That when I saw that, I was like, yo, I've got to get another shot of lightning because that's sick. But I could not. Like it was all happening either above me or behind me. So that was the only cool epic shot of lightning you'll see in this video, guys. Trust me. You're not gonna see any other. But yeah, here we go, lifting off, and I'm sure that this is not a doomed mission at all. And I'll have to retry again. But yep, it's descending through the lightning-filled thunderclouds and into space. And look at that, nice explosion. And the Firefly just makes this look so cool, to be honest. Honestly, KSP modders are really good. I say this like every episode, but like genuinely, KSP modders have done wonders with this game. Yeah, now I'm just getting into orbit, and sadly I actually fired too late, and I'm sure that's not going to be a trend. maybe I should, you know, when I do the one mission, I'm gonna try to make my apoapsis higher so I, don't burn so late and end up stuck in the atmosphere for an extra while. That's what's about to happen. You can see it dropping now, and I'm not actually gonna have enough fuel to get out. Not a little flash. Sorry for the flashbang. But yeah, you can see here, I'm just about to re-enter the atmosphere. And yep, there I go. I'm back into the atmosphere, struggling and wasting fuel. And I'm actually in the lander stage already. This is not good. And in fact, it isn't. Because pretty soon I'm gonna realize that I don't exactly have the fuel I need to get to Minmus. Yeah, it's not good. So, after fiddling around for a bit, trying to get it, closer without using too much fuel, I kind of just give up and decide I'm gonna give up soon and try again. Trust me, guys. I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna give up soon, and it's gonna be soon. I can see what it's going to happen. I know what I'm gonna give up on this, and yet I can't think of anything else to say. Yeah, just trying desperately to, make it cost as little fuel as possible. All because on the final stage, and I honestly might have been able to get to Minmus there, but you can see I'm just adding in an extra fuel tank, and sorting everything out. I added 2 extra ones, and now we're launching again. This time it's gonna go to Minmus actually. Yep. Yeah. And look at that. Another flash of lightning. I bet you weren't expecting that when I said we'd never see another one this episode. Yeah. Anyways, with that being said, lift off in 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, lift off already. Lift off! I said the what? There you go! Man, that took way too long, don't you think? Yep, it's lifting off now. Beautiful. And once more we rise through the thunder-filled clouds. Actually, lightning-filled, I guess. Thunder, too. Thunder's just a sound. Yeah, it's kind of weird that we have, a name. I guess it isn't weird that we have a name for the sound it makes and a name for the thing. It's just kind of weird that a lot of the time we think of them as two separate things when, when you hear dog bark, you don't think, oh man, that's bark. Bark sure is. You don't think, oh man, that bark sure is loud. You think, oh man, that dog sure is loud. But when you hear lightning, thunder going, you don't think, oh man, that lightning sure is loud. You think, oh man, that thunder sure is loud. I wonder if there's anything else we think kind of like that, where the sound and the thing are completely distinct in our minds from each other. Of course, this is just English. I don't know if other languages also do this because I don't know any other languages. I'm language phobic. I hate learning languages. Yeah. But anyways, now we're nearing orbit. Once again, I kind of fumbled it. It's so, good times, but at least this time I have a bit more fuel, so it doesn't hurt me as much. I wouldn't have been able, would I? No, I might have. I think my Minmus burn last time would have actually been more efficient than the one I end up getting here. It's just, well, you'll see what happens towards the end of the video. Oh, well, it makes me doubtful. Fuel could have actually saved things, but yeah, just popping up near Minmus, try to get it as close as possible, to fiddling for a while. Wonder how long I actually fiddle for. Fiddle for! I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I've already got insane. I'm 3 episodes in and I'm going crazy. So yeah, alright, there we go. The maneuver's done and the burn's about to begin. And there he goes. Bob's off to Minmus. And nothing bad ever happens to Bob. Ignore the Kerbal launcher that I will construct next episode to launch Bob at 3% light speed. Nah, But yep, here you can see, and then I'm fine-tuning it with a maneuver later down the line, as you know, one does when they get such a polar orbit. Yep, just there we go, nice and simple. Yep. Oh yeah, I fumbled with the savior so bad, but there we go. I'm on my way to Minmus, and Minmus is super easy to get to. Like, you see 820 meters per second. That's like the amount you need to get off the Mun, and it's, you know, basically completely fine for for a complete Minmus landing. Just getting literally all the science I can. I sure hope that I don't end up accidentally, you know, not doing all the science I brought with me because I forgot some vital component to that at one bit of surface science. Yeah, you can probably tell that I'm foreshadowing something very heavily. That if you could look at the screen, if you could look at the screen in slow motion in the build phase, you might have predicted. But yeah, now I'm just waiting to get to my maneuver, and I ended up warping past it while trying to see. You can see there, I just warped past it, so I have to, you know, but it's fine. It's Minmus. Nobody cares about Delta V on Minmus. It's one of the smallest objects in the game. Yeah, I think it's the second smallest object in the game, just behind Gilly. I'm not sure. Pole might be smaller. I think it goes Gilly, Pole, Minmus, but it might also go Gilly, Minmus, Pole. I'll have to check that, but I'm not going to check that. Yeah. Anyways, get all the science I can. Yeah. And then, also you could realize here that I don't have any, you know, radio connections on this thing, so I can't actually edit maneuvers, because Bob ain't Jet. He ain't him. For real, no cap. God, what am I saying? But yeah, I'm just doing this without maneuvers. And if you notice, you might realize that there's no audio for anything. Yeah, the audio is kind of broken right now, so my past self is about to realize that. Actually, he just did realize this, so as we come down, he's gonna make a statement. That bitch! Yeah, he's gonna say something about it. Take it away, past me! Take it away. Take it away. Alright, I'm picking up here because there's some audio issues, so I just saved real quick, and now I'm just gonna, you know, quit and try and load up again, so I can hopefully fix the audio, and then I'll back to your wow, that guy can't say regularly. Let's point and laugh. Alright. Yeah, boing. Yeah, I just did a quick audio test there, and boing. Anyways, getting all the science. Every last bit of science. And I actually realized that there's an EVA report for just hovering above the surface, so, you know, an EVA report's an EVA report. And golfing is golfing. And you can see that I'm already racking up quite a bit of science. Next episode, wait, did I? Oh yeah, here's where I realize. Don't tell me. Yeah, I'm sorry, pal.
No.
Yeah. You forgot it. You forgot the one thing. That's kind of necessary.
Everything but the thing that makes them actually useful. No. Oh.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
You're an idiot, man. Actually, I don't know if it makes. I'm pretty sure that it is required. More proof that you're an idiot. You're gonna try desperately to make them work without the thing that makes them work. Yeah, I tried setting it up to see if, you know, it could work without it, but it does not. It cannot and will not. So, you know, L in the chat for me. Past me. I'm present me, or I guess future me? I guess I'm calling myself future me. Yeah, I'm doing great. Past me, not so much. But yeah. Minmus landing site. We've done it! We've finally landed on that pale green dot! Now for the bigger challenge. Getting home. Oh boy, I sure hope I have enough Delta V to just barely make it home so I can stretch out the runtime. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. Also, I think the audio broke again around that point. I'm not sure though. It could just be quiet. I don't know how loud the recording makes it. Yeah, now I'm just desperately trying to get home, and I don't actually know if I like did it at a good point. I just kind of hoping, you know. If I could have meticulously planned this out, I would have. Oh yeah, here you can see I actually got a Minmus encounter to lower it just enough into the atmosphere. So thank you, Minmus, but it's gonna be a couple orbits away, so Bob's gonna spend a couple extra days in space. You know, just a couple. And you can actually see like a really nice little flyby on the well, it's technically orbit, but yeah, Kerbin looks great there. And then I'm just, let us do this one more time. Yeah, just flying around for another swing, and you can see the day count racking up. Already spent 2 months in space. I'm sure Bob's fine. You know, he's just nearing Kerbin, and actually I don't know how long a Kerbal month is. I guess it would be like, what, the month's orbit is like 6 days, I think? That's really short, actually. Yep. Man, look at 8 volumetric clouds. Like, that's so cool looking. Yeah, I forgot I talked about them here. I forget a lot of things.
I know it's kind of just sort of 2D texture right now,
It's
but...
not!
Wait,
What?
is it? Or is it actually 3D?
Yep.
Oh, it's actually 3D still. That's cool.
That's cool, is right. But anyways, now, time for another excessively long re-entry. It takes a while. There's a lot of speed needed to bleed off. But look at that, man. Firefly is just... It's just immaculate. I can't describe it any other way. I love Firefly. It's cool. It's really, really cool. I genuinely, like, this is great. Yep, just coming in hot. Really hot. Excessively hot. Purple hot. Yeah. Look at that, dude, though. Seriously, look at that. I'm gushing about the graphics every single time. I love KSP graphical mods. Everybody who's touched KSP to improve the graphics has done wonders. Genuinely. Anyways, Past Me is gonna pick up again about the audio issues. Yeah. Alright, so there's a bunch of audio problems, but we did it! Went to Minmus and back. Now we're just slow descent again. I forgot he was also gushing about his achievements. Oh, I never noticed that the Science Junior had like a seam for some reason. Yeah. I never noticed that before. It's kind of weird. Like, you can see it. It goes slightly in. Huh. And then back to normal. That's like... Huh. Huh, that's right. Now, watch as he doesn't realize he's about to time warp into the ocean and gets confused. Oh. Yeah, well. Yeah, there's audio problems, definitely, but yeah! Now time to recover this thing. Also, like 67 days in space. Jesus. Oh my. Oh my. Oh! Yeah. That's a lot of science. That's quite a lot. But now he's just getting a bunch of, heavier engines and fuel tanks. Or I guess I am. Yeah. I'm getting a lot of extra, engines, fuel tanks, command pods, science labs, just tech. I'm getting a lot of things. Why? Because, they're kind of sort of good. Anyways, I think I end up getting the. I'm not sure what I end up getting. I think it's the scanning tech because of the extra science. I'm not. No, wait, it's that survivability and. Yeah. Alright, but with that, that comes to the end of this KSP episode. And
Oh, no,
What?
no. You don't get to do the intro.
What?
The outro just because I did the intro. No, I'm doing both the outro and the intro
What? That's not.
today.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
You can't.
Anyways, guys, thanks so much for
Oh.
watching. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe. I should probably. I'll make a note of it. And I'll say it sometime during the video to like, comment, and
Yeah, I already did.
subscribe to try to wring out as much
This guy.
engagement as I can.
Wow.
But yeah, that's all. The end of the video.
Yeah.
We're going to the Mun next, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's
That over.
Oh no, you don't get to do an
this
outro on top
guy.
of mine. No.